Hey all, good morning. Welcome again to Fully Invested Fi. I don't know. The one thing I gotta say first off the bat is thank you for everyone that subscribed. It was crazy to see how fast the channel grew to 1,000 subs. Like made it to over 1,000 in 7 days. So super humbled, super grateful for everybody who's here along for the journey. So thanks again. And yeah, let's dive in. I have a really good video for you today. Should be a fun one, and I'm gonna have to do this all in one take. Um, but yeah, you'll see me invest 100% of my paycheck today. So that'll be a fun thing to do and to show just a full flow of how I transfer it from the spending account to the brokerage, how I invest, and how I pay my bills from there as well too. So there was a lot of questions about that. So you'll just get to see it all live in person. It's going to be unedited, uninterrupted. So yeah, should be really fun. Might be some stumbles along the way since I got to do this in one shot, but yeah, should be nice and transparent. Before we dive in, just want to give a quick recap for people that are new to the channel. So I'm fully living out of my brokerage account, out of my Robinhood account. I'm paying bills out of there. Yeah, I don't have a traditional bank account. So I'm fully investing my full paycheck every month. So 40% goes to growth and dividends, 60% goes to high yield income and ETFs. And for that, I also leverage margin to basically make up the difference between my monthly expenses and my monthly dividends, which right now doesn't cover it. But the idea is to snowball that and build that over time to fully cover it, and then also just start paying down margin eventually. And I'm doing all this to like really target 5 by 40. So very aggressive goal because I'm 35 right now. So in 5 years, and I'm hoping you'll follow along the journey. So yeah, let's dive right in here. So if we go to the Robinhood account, see here, already a red day today. So maybe some good buying opportunities here. Yeah, so we'll just hop over straight to spending. We'll see here that I got my direct deposit from work, which is great. So $5,430 and change. So yeah, we're just going to transfer over this full amount from the spending account to my brokerage, which you see here has withdrawable cash. And actually, before I do this, we'll probably just want to show one thing really quick. So you see my margin buying power here. Remember this number, 37,000. You should see this number double by, or not double, but get added to by 10,000 essentially. Because any money you put in gets doubled for margin buying power. So we'll do this. We'll review transfer that over. Awesome. So that's all transferred over. Can go back here, refresh. See our numbers refreshed here. So my total amount went up. You'll see that my margin buying power went up by roughly 20,000. Or sorry, 20,000, 10,000. Kept math this morning. It is early. It's still 7 a.m. It's almost 7 a.m. here. So yeah. So that's basically like money ready to invest. So now I'm just going to invest the full thing. So yeah, my typical flow for that is, so 40% will go to growth stuff. So just stuff, so that can kind of still compound the background, and that's dripping onto itself. So kind of see here of like what's down today. That might be a potential good buy here. Or even just like stuff that I've been wanting to invest in for a little bit. So yeah, so just looking through there. One piece of software that I love using, and some people might use this already. If you know Joseph Carlson on YouTube, I've been following it for a long time, ever since I started watching finance YouTube. And yeah, love this software because it's very visual. For me, I'm just a very visual person, so just love seeing stuff at a glance. So I kind of have my full portfolio in there. Created a couple of watch lists. So you can kind of see what's working as far as like the moving averages. It's a little bit slow right now, but yeah, as a nice thing, it is just like really nice to see how visual stuff is. So like typically like I'm seeking alpha or whatnot, you just see like a number spreadsheet, but this just shows it very visually, very nicely. Some like nice KPIs for certain companies like this, as far as like revenue by segment and all that stuff. But yeah, you can kind of just see like the clear cash flow from Microsoft, which is great. And it's cash and debt, all this stuff, and just all the key numbers that you might need. So yeah, really love using this when I'm like trying to decide some buys here. But yeah, today for the growth stuff, I think I might be doing some single stock stuff actually. So I've been wanting to build up my Costco position. I only have like 2,000 in this right now, so I'm gonna throw 2,000 in there, or 2,000, 1,000. I can't number today. So yeah, let's do 1,000 there, and then put in that buy order. Cool. And then done. Then also one thing that I like to look at too is just like at a glance in my sheet. So I have like my total returns with including dividends that I get, but also I just get like the normal stuff here. So nothing that's like particularly in the red as far as like the normal growth stuff. Definitely like the high yield stuff. But if you can't factor in the dividends, this is like the total return, right? So yeah, Costco is definitely in one of the lower ones, and Google is too. But this is like a recent investment. But yeah, I'm thinking I might actually just do Google as well today. Yeah, if there's like some days where there might not be like an exact buy that's not good or lined up, like I might just throw into ETF like QQQM or whatnot. But QQQM is down today, so yeah, I might just do that. Honestly, just do another 1,000 in QQQM. So yeah, just throw that in there. And then you'll notice that the buying power will go down by double that amount roughly. So like 1,000. So it'll be like 2,000 it goes down by. Or actually no, just 1,000 there. Yeah, just because of the, yeah, and then you see my margin used kind of being ticked up because it went down because of the 5,000, but now it's ticking back up. But yeah, because of the margin maintenance ratios, like these don't go down as much as I would have thought. And yeah, now for the high yield stuff. So let's take a look here. So I have like these guys over here that are in my high yield. So pretty heavy into XPay, NVIDIA, YMAX, and I'll talk about some moves I did this week that I'll talk about in another video later this weekend. Some portfolio updates that happened. But yeah, I am building up I want to build up my ULTY position, and I do kind of want to throw more into HOOY over here because their dividend is coming up next week. And yeah, I'm invested both in HOOD just as a growth play, and then also just for the income side. So yeah, maybe it's a thing that maybe I just don't ever sell the HOOD shares and just push it up and collect the income from HOOY on the high yield side. But yeah, that's what I think I'll do today. And I'll bring up my trusty calculator here. Yeah, because that's how much I pushed in, right? Yeah, 86. Cool. Yeah, so it's already minus 2,000, and then this is how much I have to push in for the high yield stuff. Yeah, so let's put in. I'll put in 1,000 in HOOY. And then, so minus 1,000, and then 2, 4, 30, 86. And then I want to do more into ULTY today, just to kind of start building up that share thing. And it actually dipped under 6 this week, so yeah, that'll be good to push in. So yeah, that's correct. And let's review order and buy. Awesome. So yeah, that's basically my full paycheck. And yeah, so you'll see as well too, like, yeah, my margin buying power only went down by the paycheck amount that I invested. So I actually have more margin buying power compared to what I had this morning. So 37,000. So yeah, and then my margin is back up to 118 because I invested my full paycheck. But then, yeah, that'll get paid in by dividends that are coming in. So Today, I actually have like quite a few dividends dropping. So yeah, have Costco coming in a nice $2, good $2.93, could almost get 2 hot dog combos. But have a big one from Nvidia, from WiMAX, and then also from ULTY. So that'll pay down that margin and get that number back down after all our stuff today. But yeah, that's the full paycheck being invested. You just got to see it live. Yeah, next thing now is to pay bills. Oh, actually, sorry, before that, like the next thing I actually need to do is so open up everything that I invested in. So let's do QQQM, Costco, HOOY, and ULTY. And then I'll want to update these values in my spreadsheet. So yeah, I kind of tracked, weirdo, I tracked it both in Snowball and my spreadsheet. Have a little bit more control of my spreadsheet, but yeah, I'll just update these numbers. So just the number of shares here. So QQQM, throw that in there, 197.74. So you get to see like all my values update. Same for Costco. Same. Fun. Yeah, and honestly, it is just really fun to do. I remember the first time I did this at the end of May. It was definitely nerve-wracking when I was kind of switching to this strategy. But yeah, now that I'm doing it, I just get like even more excited for payday to just be investing everything and just getting my money in there. So ULTY. Oh, nope, that's not that's the average. And then the number of shares is here. Cool. So yeah, you can kind of see how that updates all my numbers directly, which is nice. Like all my equity stuff transfers over and all this gets updated. You can kind of see my margin buffer, which is quite a bit now, up to 70K. And yeah, I'll talk about all this too. There's like some updates on the Robinhood end about that. I'll talk about that in that separate video later this weekend. But yeah, you can kind of see how like this is updated. This was like at 5,400 before I started this, and then now this is at 5,700. Again, I calculate this a little bit different than Snowball Analytics, just because they do it based on the last payment and project out, and mine I'm actually doing the average payment, so mine comes out a little bit higher. I'm not too sure. I'll have to feel out to see what's the better number to go off of over time. But yeah, let's see if, I don't know if this would have updated already. Oh, actually it did. Yeah, so it already took my buys in here, which is great. I love Snowball. So yeah, that pushes my monthly to 4,700. So a little bit lower than last week, just because it fluctuates. So that's why you need to, if I'm going to retire on this eventually, I need to have like a healthy buffer. Can't just be exactly what I'm making, because it's going to change from week to week. So ideally you want like 2 or 3 times what you're making, really. But yeah, so it should be good payments, and I still love just seeing the calendar and seeing what I'm getting paid. Get a little paycheck every Friday. Yeah, so that's the investing portion of it. Hope you enjoyed that and see the full function of that. And then, so now the big thing that I'll be doing is paying bills. Fun, right? Who would have thought it'd be watching me paying bills live? So typically, like, yeah, I have this like spreadsheet that tracks like all my investments and stuff like that in my bills. So I'll just be throwing my paycheck in here. I color code like basically like when I receive my paycheck and what bill I need to pay this week. So yeah, so I have a couple of bills. I have like a credit card to pay with Chase Amazon, a HELOC bill to pay, another different credit card with Bank of America, and auto insurance. So fun stuff. Yeah, so let's just dive into Chase here. And yeah, I'll just pay this bill. So I'm really just paying the statement balance just to avoid any interest. So I'm not paying this full amount today. So we'll just pay that. And before I pay that, actually I need to transfer over the money. So I'm a weirdo like that. I like transferring everything manually. I don't like auto pay as much unless I have to, unless it gives me some sort of discount. So yeah, I'll just do it that way. So yeah, 589.22. So I'll be doing that from my individual, so you can kind of see the money there. Double check, 589, and then transfer that to my spending account. So yeah, I invest into the assets first, and then I transfer stuff over, essentially. So 589, I always have to double check. It's slow today. Okay, cool. So that's good. We can confirm that the cash is in there. Yep. All right, and then just gonna give that a little pay. Cool. 589. Close. So that there's my payment straight out of my brokerage. What's next here? So it's cool. So just taking stuff off of the list. Need to do my BOA as well. Yeah, that one I actually totally forgot to prepare, so I'm just gonna do this live here. Sign in. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you don't prepare your stuff. So doing it. Yeah, this one I had like a balance transfer I did like months ago. So this is all like 0% interest. So I'm just paying the minimum and any extra charges I did. So here it's 70, but I'll just do 100 for this one today. So let's just transfer over 100. Spending. Cool. Sweet. So just confirm again. That's gone up. Great. And let's make a payment here. So just for my Robinhood spending account, we'll do 100 and we're good. Awesome. Man, who would have thought I'd be doing just paying bills on YouTube? But yeah, hopefully that you're finding this useful to just see really the full flow of it. BCU. So this one is like, yeah, just like a HELOC I'm paying down. Did a bunch of renovations to the house. So I'm just kind of gradually paying it down over the next several months. I think I should have it paid down in like 7 months or so. So I'll be doing like a little bit heavier here. We'll be doing 2,600. So yeah, there. Push that to my HELOC or my BCU account. And yeah, 2,600. Transfer that over. Oh. Confirm. Awesome. Great. So that's done. Another thing checked off. And then the final one is car insurance. That just gets drafted automatically from my spending account. So I just got to transfer the amount there. So it's just 144.43. And to my spending account here. Cool. And that's that. Once that's done, so that's my bills paid for the week. Yeah, you can kind of see my breakdown here as far as like my different paychecks, any cashback stuff. I have the Fidelity Rewards card, so I just can calculate all the cashback that I'm getting. Some side gig stuff. Haven't been focusing too much on this year. Actually building up the YouTube channel as an alternative passive or income stream. So yeah, and then as dividends come in, I put those in here as well too. Yeah, over here, notice that the retirement stuff, I'm not doing too much. This is just really dividends. And And I'll get to that into that in another video, like why I'm not necessarily contributing to my retirement accounts right now. But yeah, that's the full flow. That's kind of my bi-weekly or my semi-monthly routine where I invest my paycheck twice a month. And yeah, that's and actually here as a final thing, we'll just need to make sure to update the margin. So now it's like 122. Yeah, and so this will tick down tonight too after I got those dividends that I was showing you. But yeah, you can still see that my equity is above 50%. My margin buffer is still healthy at 65. It's still 50% as well. Ignore the estimates here. I haven't found a good formula to calculate this because this changes a lot, and it's totally not accurate to Robinhood. But yeah, I'll have to figure out. If anyone knows, actually, just give me a good formula in the comments, and I'd be happy to use it. But yeah, you can kind of see where stuff is at. I'll be giving a more in-depth portfolio update later this weekend, probably on Sunday, because this video actually ran longer than I thought. I didn't expect this to go 20 minutes. But yeah, that's the full flow. I hope that was useful, and you can kind of really see how I'm like living out of my brokerage. And yeah, thanks again to all the new subscribers. I excited to keep doing this and to just show transparently everything I'm doing. And yeah, I'll catch you at the next one. Sunday should be a nice, just little portfolio update for everything. So not as long as this one, hopefully. So have a good rest of your day. It's Friday, so TGIF, right? All right, take care. Bye.